As students return to classrooms, we have a great opportunity to use the skills we've learned to meet the learning needs of every single student in our classes.
In fact, that's the goal of flipped learning, to reach every student every day.
Flipping's not all about the videos, though we have become pretty comfortable making those. Flipping is really about transforming the group space, so the classroom, into a dynamic space where students are engaged in applying the skills and knowledge. So they're learning from each other, they're conferencing with their teacher, they really feel comfortable to problem solve because it's all about applying what they've learned at home with the video.
Students like flipped learning because they can work at their own pace, they can choose when they engage with the content.
They have the videos for revision anytime they need them. Homework is easier because the hard work of practicing new skills happens in the classroom with the expert.
So often we'll spend the class time introducing a new concept, and right when we're about to start the kids applying it, they go home because the bell's gone and they're left to finish that question or finish that set of questions. And it's really often the harder ones that are in the end of that set of questions that we send them off home to do without us there to kind of teach them the problem-solving skills.
And they feel valued because you put the effort into creating these videos for them.
I feel like it gives them an insight into who I am as a person. I think all my Year 12s know all my pets by name because the dog and the cat come into the video every so often. And I think it really helps me to build relationships when I'm working on a really content-heavy subject. Now, I've been doing flipping for a little while, and I know that the students love it. One, because they can work at their own pace and they can choose when they engage in the content. So if a student misses a lesson or wants to revise a lesson, they can go back and re-watch the key concepts.
I like videos because I can work at my own pace and I don't have to rush to get my work done.
I like to do the videos at home because we can do our questions in class and ask for help if we need it.
I liked working at home with the videos because I could pause the videos and work at my own pace.
Videos online allow me to revisit them before exams.
They make my notes very clear. The videos are better than the textbook questions because Ms. Rafferty makes them for us.
Parents like flipping because it's easier to help their daughter with their homework. They revise and relearn alongside their daughters, which makes them examples of lifelong learners.
They can see the teacher cared enough to create these videos for their daughter.
Teachers also like flipping because students are more independent and responsible for their own learning.
It's much easier to differentiate to meet students' needs.
So if a student has already finished what we're doing in class, I can send them on to the next video. Or if a student's struggling with a concept, I can send them back to re-watch a key video that will go over a concept that they're struggling with. During this pandemic, we've also really seen some introverted students really step up because we've changed the learning style and it really suits them. So maybe what we've been doing for years hasn't really met every single kid because our classroom space is dominated by the most extroverted students and those who are willing to ask the questions out aloud. So I feel like sometimes giving the content as a video before they come into class might give those students a little bit more confidence that they know what they're doing so that they can participate more in what's happening in the class.
There's more class time for application and higher order thinking.
It allows for that time in class to really apply the concepts and the higher order thinking, that learning mastery.
Preparing flipped content makes teachers more organized and better teachers. You really think about how you plan your lessons, what you'll record, and especially if you're going to use them again, it's really helpful. In flipping, where students watch videos in the classroom, provides a second teacher in the room, so you can have those conversations with students to give them feedback while other students are involved meaningfully in watching you.
You know, you want to keep your kids working, but you also want to work with this other group over here to catch up on, a practical lesson. You've got two of you in the class because one of you is teaching through a video.
Some of us have been flipping our lessons for years. Some of us have only started recently.
We can all attest to two things. It works, and it's not as scary as it looks.
We've all been Zooming our classes for the last couple of weeks, and we've all had a presence on the screen for a while now.
Now that most of us are comfortable with video lesson creation, we've crossed the biggest hurdle yet.
So, We're hoping that you'll keep making those videos and delivering at least some content this way.
Maybe you can make only one flipped video for an important concept, explaining an assignment.
Maybe you'll only flip once or twice a term.
However you do it, just start doing it. You'll notice a difference straight away.
You'll have more class time, and you'll have time for what class time should be used for. And that's making sure that every single student understands the topic and is ready to progress to the next level.
Flipping allows you to reach every student, every day, in every class.
Go on, give it a go, I dare you.